Welcome back to Let's Roger That. This is episode 3 of making a backplate for a Southbend 13 lathe for beginners. In the last episode, we left off here where we're just trimming the inside diameter of that little ridge, which will indicate on the backplate. And we're about to perform a turning operation to create a 7-degree taper on that center part, which will indicate on the middle of the backplate. So let's continue on and make the backplate. Time to carve out a 7-degree taper. So I've zeroed my crossfeed for my tool to sit at the corner, and by doing that I can come out here. Oops. That's not gonna work out now, but anyway, so when I'm at 0 over here, okay, so when I'm at 0 here, essentially I should be able to cut all the way in, and that'll do the trick. So we'll see what happens. Clean that up. Pretty well it. Just going to make absolutely sure that I'm on the money. Do a little cleanup. Okay, I could go a little more. I'm going to. You don't want this to be too tight. The reason for that is once he inserts it into his 4-jaw chuck, you want to have a little bit of loose so you can adjust it. Not as critical as a 3-jaw chuck, but nevertheless. There we go. That's it. So now, theoretically, I should be able to bring that 10-inch chuck, and it should fit. So let's try it out. Okay, let's put that thing on and see what happens. Wow, absolutely perfect. No slack whatsoever. I am pleased. Wow, that's a nice fit. Love it. I guess the next step is going to be drilling, and it's not going to happen here at the lathe. It'll all be milling operations. Now I'm at the point where I need to drill the 3 holes which will allow the bolts to hold on to the chuck for the backplate. I'm going to spare you the agony of how to center a rotary table. Let's just say it's all centered now. Okay, DRO is all set at 0, and so now I need to move my x-axis to the appropriate location, make the, do the first hole, and then rotate at 120 degrees twice which will give me the other 2 holes. So let's get started. We'll make a little mark. Alright. Stop the machine for a moment. As you can see, I'm using a spotting drill to start out. So I've got to go 120 degrees. So it'll bring me up to 140 degrees the other way. I guess I should have zeroed that out beforehand, huh? Yeah. Alright, what's going on here? Got an issue. Well, my friends, there it is. Or so I thought. Beautiful finish. In and out, etc. But unfortunately, I made a mistake. And I didn't take correct measurements, and I drilled the holes too tight inwards. So now I need to start over again, and of course I've got these areas that I can do it. The holes need to come out further. This time I'll be careful in my measuring. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use these holes to my advantage. I'm going to use them to clamp them down on the rotary table. But before I do that, I need to make some sort of interface on the rotary table so that I can clamp on. Should have done that way ahead of time. But in any case, here we are. So I'm gonna get started on that. Got to make more tools. Time to make some T-nuts. Actually, I'm going to modify some that I already have. This is a good trick if you want to hold your parallels. Put a spring in there. That should do the trick. Okay. These were matching sets. keep doing this until you reach, I'm at 2 sizes over, I'm at 2 sizes over 7/16 currently. And I'm going to give it a little more room, actually. And then I'm going to countersink in order to fit the heads of those screws. Alright, I'm ready to countersink. I've got an 11/16 drill. Squeeze it in there, not quite. Alright, no problem. Gotta go around anyway. Nope, gotta go a little more. At least 1/8 of an inch. There's your 1/2 inch. And keep on going. I am now done remachining the holes. As you can see, I've already got it on the chuck, and with the portions that indicate on the chuck, everything lines up and is concentric within 3/1000ths of an inch. So on 2 sides, it's exactly the same, and 1 side is 3/1000ths out. And I think that's acceptable, given that it's a 4-jaw chuck. Now, just to make things easy for my friend, I've marked, for example, 3, 3, 2, 2. You know, I've marked the chuck and I've marked the back plate in such a way that if he wants to take it off, he can put it back, and it'll be pretty easy to get it back within appropriate accuracy. So that's another one for the books. Quick review. This chuck backplate had a lot of features. I always think that proof's in the pudding. Sometimes it's worth making things difficult if the results are gonna pay off. So in this case here, after I finished machining, turning, polishing, and all that stuff, and deburring, this chuck is concentric within 3/1000ths of an inch. So, you know, given that it's a 4-jaw independent chuck, it won't be causing any concentricity issues at all. It won't be suffering from nasty wobbling or anything. So I think that is going to do the trick just fine for my friend. And so it was well worth making. Was it difficult? Yes. So for all you like me who are beginners at this, make sure you take the time to plan and you know, check out your measurements once, twice, or 3 times, because as you know, I've drilled these holes too close to the center of this back plate, so I had to redo it. So and when you do, one quick word of advice is make your holes bigger than what you need. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as your bolt heads sit correctly on your countersink and apply downward pressure, you're good. And remember, you've also got your other features that are locking this back plate in place. So I hope you enjoyed this series of videos. Thanks for watching. Please just like and subscribe and shoot me a comment. Take care. Bye-bye.